Got a new wood turning video for you tomorrow, but today Kelvin and I are going to be putting together this TST e-scooter. It's a G2 Plus or a C10, depends on if you're on their website or on the Amazon page. We're going to open up the box, unpack all the materials. Oh, look at that orange color, I love that. Lay it all out here and then we'll assemble it. Hi Kelvin.
Hey sir.
I'm glad you're here, bud.
Thank you sir. I'm glad to be here.
Well, here's what we found in the box. We got a front wheel and tire and 2 fenders, the seat, a toolkit, the manual, and Kelvin's holding the basket. And this is what it looks like right now. We're just about to put on the handlebar and we'll be back. Well, we got the tire on the front, but now we found out that you have to put the fender on first. Maybe we should have read the directions.
Nah.
Just getting the fender attached.
All right. Now we on a roll.
Attaching this rear fender is proving to be kind of fiddly. Kelvin finally got it. Basket and seat is all that's left. It's got 4 screws. Kelvin had to remove the screws and now he's just installing them. Decided to speed things along a little bit with my little handy dandy electric screwdriver. It says 45 to 50 psi, so we went with 46. So this is the TST e-scooter model G2 Plus, and it comes in orange and gray. It's got a 450 watt peak motor, 16 miles an hour, 15 degrees hill climb, and 220 pound weight capacity. It's got a 36 volt lithium battery, go 20 miles, charges in 5 hours. It's got a headlight, got a horn. It weighs 35 pounds, 4.1 feet high to 5 foot 9 inches high, 19 miles an hour, 20 mile range, 15 degree hill. So it's just a fun little scooter, and we haven't ridden it yet. Kelvin's afraid to because he's just pushing that 220 by a little bit. I'm a little bit under it, but the seat goes high enough for either one of us to ride it. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna ride this, see how she goes. Kelvin's getting the first ride. I told him he looks big, but he doesn't look goofy, so don't laugh at him as he comes by here. I can't help it. He's having way too much fun. My turn.
All right, here comes my father-in-law taking his turn. Woohoo! I see him in the distance, coming on up.
It's pretty cool. It's the next day and I get my shot at giving this a road test. This is the TST e-scooter G2 Plus. Sometimes called C10. Of course, I waited until everybody's getting off work and out of school, I guess. But it's a nice sunny day. I don't know how fast we're going because there is no speedometer. The only gauge is there on the right, and I hope you can see it. It's right by the throttle on my right hand, and all it shows is it's just a battery gauge, nothing else. Top speed is, I don't know. It says 19 miles an hour on their website. I feel like I'm going maybe 15 miles an hour. It's not a hill climber, so I'm going to keep it kind of flat today. We'll go over here and see if there's any kind of view. It is pretty comfortable, I'll say that for it. for a little scooter, a little 12-inch tires. Now we're going up an incline here, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down much, so that's good. Looks like the sky's kind of hazy, so we might not get much of a view, but we'll get something. Yeah, that's something. That's the Puyallup Valley. And then South Hill Puyallup is up on top up there. Well, it picks right up and it goes. It's got a full twist throttle on the right hand side here. By full twist, I mean the entire handle turns. Sometimes it's a portion of the handle, but in this case it's the whole grip. And it's a quarter turn throttle. And that is your speed control as well. There's no gears, no 1 speed, 2 speed, 3 speed, none of that. It's all controlled by the throttle. Well, now I've committed myself, haven't I? There's a hill. I can't avoid a hill over here. There's that one. We're gonna try a different one. Handles real nice. I guess I started to say it's comfortable. There's plenty of room for my feet side by side. The seat is a little wider than you might expect. Certainly wider than I expected, and it's well padded. It's quite comfortable. The seat adjusts up and down, and you can rotate these handlebars forward or back right here. And that's about the only adjustments. Like I mentioned yesterday, it's a single brake, single rear brake, handled by the brake lever on the left. It is a disc brake. I'm not going to stop at the stop sign. I'm going to try and make that hill right there. There was nothing coming, and we do not have to stop at stop signs in this state on a bicycle or a scooter, as long as you check for traffic. As long as there's no traffic present, no need to stop. Well, it came up that hill pretty well. In fact, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna try something else, or am I? I might have put myself in a pickle again. If I go this way, I think the hill is pretty steep. I have another little 12-inch scooter that we got a couple of years ago, and this hill I'm about to go up, that scooter went up at about 3 miles an hour. And I know that because that one has a speedometer. Okay, here we go, giving it all we got. And I think it's not enough. They claim it's a 450 watt motor. I think that's probably peak power. It's doing just about what that other 12-inch did. Just about the same. But it made it. It made it. I'm not going to go out there in traffic and go up that hill. Nope. Not going to do it. It weighs less than 40 pounds. I can't remember the exact weight, but less than 40 pounds. Very lightweight. Easy to... Oh, and these handlebars fold down. The whole handle stem folds down. So easy to put in a trunk or back seat or wherever you want to put it. And I like to have these around, you know, when people come to visit. Run around the neighborhood, run around the property. It's just fun. It's something anybody can ride. No skill. A little tiny bit of balance, that's all you need. Well, now we got to stop for the school bus, so I'm going to stop back here so I can get a run at that hill. Nothing coming. I do have a car behind me. This was a mistake waiting until this time of day. You gotta sneak out here, can't see around the corner. Here we go. Yeah, it rides just fine. I don't think there's any suspension. There's no suspension. The seat does have a couple little springs in it. That's probably helping. I don't feel... I'm going over some bumps and I don't really feel them. They're not out of the ordinary. The website says it'll go 20 miles on a charge. And like I said, 19 miles an hour max. I really feel like I'm doing about 15. You know, and they always test them with somebody that weighs a lot less than I do, and on a flat surface and perfect temperature and that sort of thing. They all do, not this company, they all do that. They're always a little optimistic. Now, I'm not using any throttle here, just kind of coasting down this hill. Now usually when I come to this corner, I'll take a right and go around the lake. But because it's a one-way street, and because there's a walking lane right here, I'm gonna go backwards. I see people walking this way. I don't know why I can't ride a scooter this way. Yeah, see, there's a lady walking her dog. Wrong way. Hi. Boy, just so much traffic. I'm just gonna turn around here. Yeah, I'm afraid I won't be able to come back up that hill. I wasn't too sure about this one right here, but... It does have a separate headlight switch, which I'll turn on there. We won't know it, but it's on. And a horn. And even though maybe I already said this, even though it just has that single rear disc brake, it works very well. And it's quiet, no squeaking, and it grabs immediately. I have a lot of confidence in that single brake. Here, let's try it out. Oh yeah. Now this is that hill we were coasting down, and it's going up it quite nicely, probably 10-12 miles an hour. It's quiet. I doubt if you can hear the motor. I'm not sure I hear the motor or the tires. Just kind of a little hum. Come on, baby. There we go. There we go. Huh. That was fun. Uh-oh, scared the birds. I wanted to show you what it looks like and how you fold the handle. I've already released it because I can't do it with one hand. But you just pull up this red button and then pull out here and you get to this point, and then you can just fold it down. And there you go. Easy peasy. I don't know if I can lock it back with one hand. I guess I can. Yep, that's it. And it weighs, I just looked it up again, it weighs 35 pounds. 35 pounds. Amazing. So this is the TST e-scooter model G2 Plus on their website, and model C10 on Amazon. On Amazon this sells for $279 currently. I'll put a link down in the description, and I'm pretty sure there's a discount code, but not positive. But if there is, it'll be there as well. I'll tell you what, I was impressed. First of all, I'm impressed that it weighs so little, 35 pounds. Just about anybody can lift that, I think. It is an aluminum frame, which is really nice. A lot of these smaller things, they tend to use steel, and they're much heavier. So they went above and beyond on this, and I'm glad they did. It's got mag wheels, no spokes. There's that single brake that did a real nice job for us. So I don't have any qualms about that at all. Here's that seat I was telling you about. Pretty wide. Nice and soft, and it does have some little springs under there. And this is something else that impressed me. It has brass tire valves. How about that? Maybe the second time I've seen that, and the other time was on an e-bike rather than a scooter. I really like having the key here, up here, right where it counts. And as soon as you turn it on, there's your battery display. And after the riding that we did, it still has 4 bars, so full power there. Headlight button, and that is a bright headlight. We were riding it last night, and it was just about dark, and Kelvin was coming up the hill of the driveway, and he just about blinded me. That is a bright light. And then that horn I told you about, kind of cool, kind of sounds like a whistle. And then in the back, just the reflector. I love this orange color. It's available in orange or gray, but they even went the extra mile and used orange grommets and orange switch on the folding mechanism. These are highly reflective down here on the footrest. Seats adjustable up and down quite a ways. You can tilt the handlebars forward and back. And then of course it's got that nice basket. And the basket, to be honest, is larger than I thought it was, judging by the picture. It's pretty wide and pretty long. You can get a couple bags of groceries in there. Nice looking. I highly recommend the orange. I think orange might just be my favorite color. I don't know. 220 pound weight limit, 20-mile range. They claim 19 miles an hour, but that's, like I said, probably with somebody a little lighter weight than I or Kelvin are. Takes about 5 hours to fully charge the battery. The battery and charger are UL listed, so that's a real plus. I really appreciate that as well. This will fit in just about any RV I can think of. Easily carry it up the steps of a motorhome, put it in a travel trailer, put it in, like I said, in the back seat or the trunk of a car. I think this would probably even lay down in a pop-up trailer. But if you're looking for something fun to take along camping, run around the campground, short shopping trips, I don't know how you can go wrong. It's very well built. It feels solid. It's quiet. It's really nice. I like it. Oh yeah, and you charge the battery right here. Just pull out that little plug. Hope you like it. Check out the link. Get all the specifications you ever wanted. New wood turning video tomorrow. So for now, this is Phil, Shady Acres Wood Shop, signing off. Thanks for watching.